Welcome back, everybody. So we are here on the third episode of Unbox Live, and we have a humongous box. This thing is super duper big. And for those that are keeping score and kind of following along as the series develops, so I've made some changes on sound, and I think maybe it's better. I think I figured out how to make this microphone actually work with this new setup plugged into this controller box right here. And I have the three cameras going, camera 1, camera 2, and camera 3. Now, one thing is that this is later in the evening than usual, so I'm not getting any of my outdoor light. So I think, oh, is it tracking me again? Yes, it's tracking me again. That's okay. I think that we don't have quite as much light as we usually have. So I think next time I'll set up a light to help compensate for that. But we're going to go with what we've got. You know, we've got some practical lights here in the kitchen, and we're going to see. But this is the subject for today. And this box is huge, right? See if I can get a 3/4 view for you here. It's massive. This is the Onkyo TX RZ70. So this is their huge 11-channel processor. And I believe this is just a external box for shipping, and we'll find another box on the inside. But we're going to go through all these things and unbox this thing today and take a look and see what this looks like once we get it out. And, you know, top down, I've got that zoomed out all the way. I might have to actually lift this up a little bit and see what we can do there. I don't know. I think we'll just stick with it as it is for now. But this is going to be a beast, and it's super, super duper heavy. I mean, it's got to be, I don't know, 60 pounds. I mean, this box is over 2 feet by, I don't know, maybe 18 by another 2.5 feet. But let's go ahead and see if we can struggle this thing out of the box here and see what it looks like. Let's get a little 3/4 action for us. And if anybody has any questions, yes, AA, this is absolutely Onkyo beast mode. This thing is humongous. AA, is the sound okay? Can you hear me at least? Hopefully you can hear me. I'd love to get a sound check from somebody that's watching, as that I don't have headphones to monitor, nor do I have a co-host that's kind of watching things as we go along. All right, I can't really see anything in there yet. But yeah, the UPS guy or FedEx or whoever it was, when they dropped it off, they were huffing and puffing for sure. This thing is humongous. But if you're looking for a high-end AVR for your environment, for your setup, this is definitely one to check out. Well, let's see what we got on the top here. And you know, there might not be a internal box for this at all. It might just be, well, we'll see. Plenty of paper here on top for everybody. Okay, there's a internal box. Woo, that's been crushed quite a bit. Yeah, this thing, when you get this big in shipping, things do sometimes not go super well for the shipping. And this one is definitely heavy. It's almost pallet kind of territory. And I don't know if this is going to be a brand new unit or if this will be a used one, but we'll find out. Just from the damage that I see on the outside of the box, I feel like this probably is a used unit that they sent over for review. Just a guess. How does this angle look? Not a lot better, but you can kind of see as I'm getting this stuff out now. Okay, thank you, John. John says sound is good. And Angelus says thumbs up sound. Thank you. And Mad Prana says, howdy, giving new meaning to the phrase crushing it. That's true. That is the motto of all shipping companies. Oh, and just an FYI, So when I use this little DJI microphone, this is the wireless module, I was having huge problems getting this thing to put out any audio at all. But I discovered if I took the USB-C adapter off of the bottom, then it outputs over the 3.5 millimeter. So I guess it was just me not thinking that that caused all the problems there. Okay. All right. I'm going to attempt to set this thing on the side and not dump everything out and destroy my laptop and all this other expensive equipment here. So if I go off air, you know I messed up. Oh yeah, it wants to come out. Yeah, it's hitting every camera that it possibly can. All right, let's let her down. Woo, I know you can't see anything. I apologize. This is a beast. All right. There's the bottom of the box. Whoa, there we go. All right. I'm going to bring this around this way because there is no space. All right. Here we go. TX RZ70. We can go over the box a little bit now. The box is definitely got a little bit of wear on it. Oh, I should really flip this camera, but guess what? I'm not, so we just have to deal with it. And so we have Onkyo, and then all of the different things here. So IMAX Enhanced, DTSX, Dolby Atmos, THX Certified, RO3D, 8K, 4K, HDR, 10 plus, Dolby Vision, high-res audio, Roon tested, HDMI, Wi-Fi certified, Bluetooth, and then all the way down to Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, TuneIn, Pandora, Amazon Music, Chromecast built-in, Spotify, HDMI 2.1, and HDMI in 1 through 6, 8K, 4K, a whole bunch of other stuff, and eARC, DSC, ALLM, Dynamic HDR, QFT, and then I think the really important stuff down here, 11.2 channel AVR receiver. Nice. Okay, so a lot of stuff going on there. Let's take a look here at the front so you can see that picture, and then we'll take this recorder and you can see this over here. Nice little depiction of things. And we'll continue to spin this around. Let's go back to the front. I pumped up the brightness on the front, so it's a little bit brighter there. So I think it's showing things off a little bit better. And then there's the actual back, a depiction of the back. Let's see here. Let's I'm going to try and adjust the camera a little bit. Oh, all right. See, it wants to come right back up though, unfortunately. Let's turn off the normal tracking. I think I'm turning the tracking on with a hand gesture accidentally. Not that I mean to, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, so hopefully it'll stick like this now for you. Okay, there we go. You know, it doesn't look like the tape has ever been, well, this tape has definitely been cut, but it doesn't look like this has been dealt with. So maybe this guy's just been bounced around a lot in storage. I don't know. We're going to find out though. All right, now going in to box number 2. If there's another box in here, oh my. Okay, so we have a little bit of something here. It says accessories will be in a top box. Then there is a back top, front bottom, back bottom. And then it shows being inserted into the box. There's a remote control, an initial setup guide, speaker setup, microphone, antenna, etc. So there's a etc. inside of here somewhere. Okay. We indeed have another box. All right, so let's, we're going to do another flip and see if I can, again, drop it or not. Or as Snoop Dogg once said, drop it like it's hot. So we are moving on to box number 3 here. Ow, that hurt. You never know what's going to happen with a live unboxing of a unwieldy, humongous beast. And welcome to all the folks that are watching. If you have questions, let me know. And I'm going to go and put this one with the other one. And I shall return. All right, so all of these edges are blank, so there's nothing going on here. Kind of get some different points of view. Yeah, third box is the charm. I mean, it's like a Russian nesting doll at this point. Whew, boy, this is like a workout. Okay, let's see. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit before I continue on any. Not that way. Let's go this way with you. And let's go down a little bit with you. Oh, look at that. We can see a lot this way. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then on this image, let's take this up to like 75. That's a little bit better, don't you think? I think that's a little bit better. And now we're back on number 1 here. All right. So let's cut this one open and see what mysteries are held within. You know, if I had like a 4th camera with a camera operator that could like come in and zoom and get really in here. Oh my God. Okay. All right. For a second, I was like, oh my God, there's another box in here. There's another box in here. However, it's a small box. So we have made it past all of the shipping packaging and then decorative packaging, I guess. We have this guy here. I'm going to set him to the side. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on the floor. Yeah, I'm going to set this whole thing on the floor and then try and pick it back up this way. It won't, you won't see as much that way, but you know, I think it's going to save a little bit of pain, because if I just grab it here, first it's really high and this is like 60 pounds or something. It's kind of hard for me to do that with my arm straight out. But then also I'll have to dump the box off very ungracefully, and I don't want to hit any of these cables. So I've got, it is like a rat's nest of cables to do this. I've got HDMI and all kinds of stuff going. And I have to say, again, thanks to Tail Air for providing these 3 cameras that are being used tonight for this. Everything else I spent a lot of money on to put together the system. All right, so let's move this down and see if I can then lift it up. Do it over here, maybe. Woo! They are not joking. I mean, they are not joking with this thing. This thing's heavy. This is a chunk of gear. I swear. Holy smokes. Oh, whew. Okay. All right. I might have to go out and get a bottle of water just to deal with this. I think I'm going to do that. We had to take a break during the live stream to get something to drink. Maybe crack the door, get some air. It's a workout. This might be the heaviest one I've ever dealt with. Maybe. All right. Let's see here. Give it a little 3/4, a little bit of top down. This is looking pretty brand spanking new to me. Now, this model has been out since last year, so it's not new. However, it's still the the biggest thing they got going. And man, this is gorgeous. Look at this. So here, top down, I can see an internal fan here, an internal fan here, and then a purple box that says high current, low noise power transformer, Onkyo. Very pretty. And this thing is, it's just, it's chock full. I mean, I'm not going to take it apart. I'm not going to open it, but it is, this whole thing literally is full of stuff. That's pretty amazing. It's full. I like it. I wonder, what do you all think? Should I just leave the this down? I think this gives a little bit of bias on the color, so maybe you can even see it a little bit better this way. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave this whatever this stuff is, this packing foam material, so that the black of the unit is offset a little bit from that really dark wood of the cabinet top. So Mad Prana says, oops, I guess I need my mouse button out of the way. Lighter weight than any of your subwoofers, I'll bet. It's lighter than most of them. However, there are a handful of like this 10s and 8s and 6s that this I think is heavier than. That is Yuji. Yes, it's size matters, obviously. All right, so just a quick look here at the front, and I think I'll zoom in with that camera too, and then I'll look here at the 3/4, and then top down. I can't really set this on the. I don't want to set it on the panel to show you the back this way, so I'll just spin this thing around, and we'll do it that way. So let's see if we can figure out a little bit of zoom with the camera for you. All right. Let's see if we can zoom in. So camera 1, console, and here we go. We're going to go way in with this thing. And it looks like I did flip this camera appropriately so that you can read all the markings. Yeah, I think that'll work out. That'll work out quite nicely. Well done, if I say so myself. Again, everybody, so folks that are just joining, I want to welcome you to the show. 3rd episode of Unboxed Live with Giles McCoy. Here, you have to see me. Unboxed Live with Giles McCoy. And today we've got the RZ70 from Onkyo, their flagship processor. Well, not really processors, AVR. And man, this thing is a beast. All right, so let's get into the front here and go over what we see. I'm going to step around to the side. All right, so we have the sticker, and it says 140 watts with an asterisk 11.2 channel. And typically what they mean by that is it's not going to fully do 140 watts by 11, right? So the 140 watts is probably 2 channels driven or something like that. When I do the review, I'll have all of those details. And then again, all of the stuff that we had called out before on the outside of the box. And I do like that this is Rune tested, I think they called it. I love Rune. And this pops down. Ooh, and look at this. All right, here we go. Here we go. You only get to do this once. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that. And we have, let me see if I can read these to you. Setup, dimmer, HDMI out, info setup, a D-pad, quick menu, tuning, presets, return memory, push these 2 for clear, tuning mode, music optimizer, whole house mode, auxiliary input. I love that right on the front, super easy. And then setup mic, where you'll plug the microphone in there. Big spinny, super smooth, super smooth. And then you have all your different inputs. So you've got Blu-ray disc, game, cable, STM, PC, tuning all your zone stuff, Bluetooth button, network, auxiliary CD. Very nice. Nice and smooth on that motion as well. And it just, there's no lock. It just kind of pops into position there. Power button, pure audio button. Very nice. Listening mode, tone, and that's a clicky spin. And that's a clicky spin as well. All right. Silk screen on the top here. You've got a Bluetooth symbol. Let me flip you down to the top here so you can kind of see what's going on there. You have a silk screen on Bluetooth, THX, Dolby Atmos, IMAX, DTSX, RO3D, HDMI, Dolby Vision, DTS, Play-Fi, Wi-Fi, Dirac, and VLSC. And a button or a symbol that says, "It's hot, you can cook here," or something. Okay, now, a couple of comments here. First off, thanks AA for the comment. The surround sound decoding has to be great these days. The competition is serious. Absolutely. This thing does everything, and it also uses Dirac for the room correction. Let me see where you can see. Where can you see me? Okay, this is the only place you can see me. So yeah, the competition is super serious. I mean, the level of quality that you get out of these AVRs now is outstanding. And Storm Audio has even released an AVR, which is just bonkers, ridiculously good. And let's see. Giles likes Acurus. We will get a sound review. Oh, yeah, totally. I'm going to hook this up in my home theater. I have a couple of others ahead of this that I'm dealing with now. But this one will go into the home theater, and I will power my entire system. And I'll be able to tell you what I think about this compared to Trenov. And eventually Storm. Another project that I've got going is retrofitting or upgrading, I think is the right word, an original Gen 1 Storm processor to a newer version of like the 2.1 HDMI board and that kind of stuff. So I will be going through that, and then I'll really be able to compare and contrast this kind of stuff with the leaders in the field. Maybe the Storm won't be as good as a Gen 3 Storm, but you know, those don't grow on trees, especially for me. So we're going to do what we can do with those. And then Emmanuel Muamba, hey, welcome. It says appearing attractive. I agree. It's very classic. It's very Onkyo styled, and I like it. Okay, so let's spin this around, and now we're going to take a look at the all the action. There's a lot of action on this bad boy. And hey, I guess this will save the countertop, although I have over time really destroyed this thing. You know, I installed this one myself. This was a custom build that I did with a company down in Colorado Springs when we refinished this kitchen, which we did ourselves, and it was a nightmare. Let me tell you about it. I did some videos about that at some point, but I don't think they're around anymore. But I put this thing through a lot of hell, and it's still kicking. But, you know, it's only held on by like 4 screws, so it's really easy to change. You just buy another one and drop it on here. It's not like the stone that we have back there, so easy to deal with. More than you ever wanted to know about my kitchen. And, you know, the reason we do this in here is so you can see what all I'm cooking up. Also, this is really the only space I have that works well for this kind of stuff. So you get it in here. All right. How are we looking? Oh, we are zoomed in perfectly. It's like I do this for a living or something. Not really, but, you know. All right. Let's go over this stuff. I'm going to walk around here, take off my glasses so I can see. All right. We have 2 antennae that are already attached, and I do not believe these will come off, right? So I don't know what happens when you break them, because these things always break on every processor. I always break one of them, and it hangs limply down. Sad. It is sad, but it always happens. Okay, starting over here, we've got AM and FM tuner. I'm curious, please, people watching, do you ever actually plug in the AM and FM antenna into your AVR? I haven't done it in, I can't remember how many years. I never plug anything in there. Okay, we've got coaxial in, BD DVD 1 and cable satellite 2. We have assignable optical in, and this one's CD and TV. I can obviously call them whatever you want, but optical in and coax in, very nice. So these are your digital audio inputs. Over here, we have your array of HDMIs, and we've got 6 inputs, and These are HK or 8K rather, HDCP 2.3 and 2.1 on the US or the HDMI version, and they're all labeled Ethernet, USB, and this is 5 volt, 1 amp power. Okay. Over here, we've got your outputs. So you've got your main, and this is ARC and eARC. They label it both, not just ARC or eARC. It's ARC and eARC for whatever reason. Then you have 8K sub out, and then a 4K zone 2 out. All right, you have a ground for a record player. All right, so if you're going to do that, you have composite in, and then you have, I don't know what these are for. I guess this is old video in. So STRM box and cable. Yeah, man, composite. Yeah, composite component rather, and composite. Interesting. Okay, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 RCA ins, and this is phono, CD, and they have them all labeled. Right, so it's just a bunch of inputs. Zone 2. Line out. So I guess the black background is the in, and then the white background is the out. Then you have a set of pre-outs, and this is, let's count the channels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can run this with RCA out and not use the amplification section if you want to. So you can start this as a AVR only, and then you can turn this into a processor, right? And I imagine there's going to be a configuration, and we'll see this during the review, where we can disable all the channels of amplification. So to a certain extent, this can grow with you. None of these items look like they are externally accessible, so I don't think we're going to be easily changing an HDMI card in this thing, if it's even possible by an end user. But maybe, I mean, you just take off this front panel and get there. There's a lot of screws. Now we've got subwoofer pre-outs 1 and 2, and I think these are independent. I don't think this is just split, but I will again validate that during the review that I do of this, because you remember this does use Dirac, and I think it's doing the full suite. I think, you know. Then we've got for control RS-232, we've got IR in and 12 volt trigger out. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. And then we have all of our channels of amplification. And let's just count them. 1, 2, 3. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then, oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I wonder if it actually will power zone 2. Again, it calls for 11.2, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be something I have to figure out and check out. All right. Come back around. Again, everybody out there, thanks for joining. So let's see. I'm going to zoom this out real quick so you can see me as I talk. Oops. I want to zoom out. Trying to look for the easiest way to do it. I guess this is the easiest way to do it. And that's good enough. I'm not cut off. Oh, although I am super glared, and I guess that white background is kind of tough to deal with. But it is what it is. Okay, we'll spin this bad boy around again. And then we're going to talk just a little bit about this before we are done for the evening. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop those into the comments, and I'll see that here, and we can chat a little bit about whatever you need to know. So, AA says, a question for the crowd: how many years before 8K content is mainstream? Upscaling to 8K will be most movies, probably. So, as far as I know, and here's just a little bit of information. I don't know of any movie that's filmed at 8K right now, right? I mean, you can have like a IMAX film movie, which is, you know, much higher resolution, and then you can just take that out to whatever you want to. But for digitally filmed movies, I don't think they're doing anything like 8K filming. I don't think so. I mean, I would be interested if, you know, for the movie aficionados that really get into the back end of stuff, to tell us one way or another what they think about that. But I think we are a really long way from true 8K content. I think we are maybe so far out that it just never actually happens, if that makes sense. Upscaling for sure, right? You can buy a full 8K system now, right? So you can buy this and you can, run it through to a TV that will do 8K. And I'm sure there are projectors that do 8K, and then you can upscale your content to 8K, but it's not true 8K. So I think we are pretty far out on anything like that. Audio Dreamer, welcome. Glad to have you on the show. Love when new AVRs come out. The Pioneer 06 Elite models are going to drop soon too. Woohoo! Yeah, I'd love to get my hands on one of those to check it out and let everybody know what I think of it as well, or one of them. I'm really excited for this guy right here, though, because I had Onkyo gear when I was a teenager, when I was a kid in middle school and high school, so it kind of harkens back to the past for me. I'm not a hugely sentimental person when it comes to hi-fi and home theater gear, but the brand Onkyo has been something that's been around forever, and I've used them to really good success, meaning that I've never had tales of woe where they die and they have problems, this, that, and other. I've always had pretty good success with them, or actually I've had 100% success with them, and I actually use I think it's the 5100 in my living room right now. And I'm just using it simply for 2-channel only, but I love it. It's great. It works super. And the reason I use it is because it's shallow enough to fit into my furniture. And I tried to put an Accurus in there, wouldn't fit. I tried to put a Trenov in there, wouldn't fit. This Onkyo for sure would not fit. I had a Denon, would not fit. But the Onkyo, small enough that it fit no problem, and I was very happy to have that in there. Okay, well, oh, no, we are not done. There's one more thing, and everybody can say hi to my son as he comes across. You want to get in here, Paxton? Come on. Come over, get in here with me. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, no, I'm going to talk you up. So this is my 12-year-old, and he's super shy, and he's on spring break right now. And if I can get him to get in here, Larry says, old Tom Onkyo fan here. So come over here, keep your water away. So this guy flew his first airplane. He's 12. Wasn't a solo, and he didn't take off and he didn't land, but he's in a Civil Air Patrol, and I'm so proud of him because he flew for about 15 minutes. How was it?
Good.
Good? How did you feel while you were flying?
Scared.
Was it as easy as you thought it was? Was it like the simulators?
No.
No, not at all the same. Okay, all right. Thank you for your guest appearance, and get out of here. Double A says, "What's up, Pax?" And he says, "Wow, congrats, Captain." Yeah, we're super proud of him, and we anticipate that he'll have his pilot's license by the time he's 16. Right, Pax? He gave me the thumbs up that yes, he will have his pilot's license, because I plan for him to be super wealthy and have a jet capable of international travel, so that when I'm old and decrepit, he can fly me and my wife and the rest of the family overseas for wonderful vacations and pay for everything, because he'll be super rich. Dreams, right? A boy can dream. More guests next time. Yeah, well, you never know, because I'm in the kitchen, and this is kind of the heart of our home, right? And people come through here all the time, and I literally have taken this thing over. But they're always into the fridge, and this is my Samsung bespoke refrigerator. I did a video about this because I love this refrigerator so much. I did not get the one that has the television, the display here, because they were sold out at the time, and then I was just like, okay, I won't spend the extra $1,000 on that. But that's really good, and I'm going to replace these others with Samsung gear eventually as well. I'm a big Samsung fan. I love it. This is a Samsung laptop. And I think most of you that follow me know that I'm a big fan of that gear. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. The blue box. We didn't look at this at all. All right, let's see what we have in here. Oh, I hate that I didn't flip the camera. My bad. All right, remember, it said there were going to be things, etc., etc., additional things. Let's look and see. Power cable. This will be used. And then we have I don't want to mess it up. I try and keep everything really nice on this stuff. I hate just ripping into the plastic and making a mess and damaging it too much. That's not going to want to go. I'm going to use a tool. Always have scissors handy. Perfect. Yeah, I like to keep all this stuff nice, right? Because, you never know what's going to happen with this gear, right? You might pass it on to someone and, they want to have it nice as well. I don't like to beat stuff up because this piece could be around for a long time. All right, so this is the AM antenna, I believe. And let's give you this one as well. Yeah, so AM antenna, I believe. Well, this, let's do it this way. And Larry says, loop radio antenna, agreed. All right. And then this is going to be your FM antenna. I'm loving this camera up here. This is pretty nice to deal with this. Then we have the microphone, and you guys know this is for tuning, right? This for Dirac. Batteries, which I'm not going to worry about, and then a remote control. I remember the last one of these that I got for review. I think Andrew Robinson had it just before me, and he didn't send the remote with it, so I was stuck with an AVR to review and no remote control. That was silly to say the least, but I somehow soldiered through. Here, let's do this too. Ooh, you can hear my kids going nuts. I think that means that we're getting close to the end here as they go nuts. So very nice remote. Okay, so that's what we've got for unboxing of this RZ70, the Onkyo TX RZ70 home theater powerhouse. And I think that's going to close us out for today as well. So for everybody that joined, thank you so much. Remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're not subscribed, now's the time. Just right there's a thing down there, right? Click that button. And I would love to see this jump up by 15 subscribers right now. That would mean the world to me. There's no greater validation than subscribers. And with that, I'm doing like 3 different live streams a week now. So I'm doing my Tuesday night where I have industry guests and other people on. I'm doing this one, which I think I will be doing about 6 o'clock on Thursdays. I think that's where I'm going to fall at. And then on Sundays, I also stream with the Hi-Fi Mafia, which is more 2-channel. So we actually did a stream today earlier for Estelon speakers, which is amazing gear. And that was a wonderful stream. Had the people live from Estonia with us. Super cool. But if you are looking for hi-fi home theater and technology live streamed content, as well as pre-made content videos, this is the spot to be. We've got you covered with 3 or 4 hours of content every week. And then Unboxed Live, I've also created a separate channel where I will post these videos to as well. And the same for my live stream as well. So they all go into the Giles McCoy channel, but there's a Tech Talk channel and a Unboxed Live channel and a Hi-Fi Mafia channel. So I would appreciate subscriptions to all of those if you guys are true believers. And I think you are true believers. Okay, last chance for any questions or comments. And I'm going to count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thanks again so much. I will see you all in the next video.